Dear students, good evening. Today we are to discuss a very important paper, that is bank management. The bank management, our discussion is going towards the ending. Now, today, we are starting to discuss central bank. Central bank, longer version theoretical discussion actually I don't like, we will go through, because world is changing and socio-economic patterns, activities, regulations are very dynamic in nature. It doesn't wait for 50 years or 40 years. And the situation, economical and financial systems and equations are changing within very shortest period of time. That is the thing. Anyway, I don't like to go through the long history. It's for research job, but I like application. Anyway, as for economist de Kock, he says the central bank being generally recognized as a bank which constitutes the apex of the monetary and banking structure of its country, and which performs as best as it can in the national economic interest. So this is the main bank of the country, under, as the guardian bank. It performs financial policies as taken by the government. It controls, it activates all sorts of financial banking affairs of the country. This is the main responsibility. This is in turn taken by the political government for the socio-economic development, and that is done through the banking channel, and that banking channel mainly through the central bank. So anyway, long history it has. It bears central bank started in our subcontinent. That was the first Reserve Bank of India. Then after the division, then the Central Bank of Pakistan, then Bangladesh Bank, like this way. Anyway, some characteristics and nature of the central bank I like to discuss here. That is single organization. Central bank only one organization which performs all banking activities, formalities, as the guardian of all commercial banks and financial institutions. Then legal entity, it bears a separate legal entity, and this legal entity is covered by law, backed by law. Anyway, Holy Azan started few minutes after we are starting further. Legal entity, so it's completely backed by legal formalities. As is the main bank, the chief financial institutions of the country. So there is a question of legality is must and indispensable. And nature of ownership, central bank mainly owned by the state. In some countries and some cases, a share distribution is there in the private sector also. Both combined with government and non-government ownership is there. Then, difference in objectives. Obviously, commercial banks and financial institutions, their objective is to earn profit, to explore their business, financial business, monetary business, and this is there with the view of earning profit. But the main objective of the central bank is right distribution of the financial issues, controlling money market, reconciliation, and performs financial objectives of the political government. Central bank acts to accelerate lifeblood, the currency or the finance throughout the country, part to each and every part, to expedite the economic activities, better economic upliftment countrywide, all the peoples of the country. And then issuing notes for the transaction purpose as a medium of exchange. Notes are issued, and these notes are issued by the central bank. And before issuing these notes, they keep a certain percentage reserve, either gold or foreign exchange. Then maintenance of monetary value. Currency status, it maintains, controls currency status of a country. It maintains the international standards of the local currency. Competitive status to mitigate the challenges of devaluation of the money, to regularize or to keep international trade, basically export-import business, right in the right track of the country. And then maintenance monetary value, government control. Central bank is directly or indirectly controlled by the government. Government policies are maintained and followed or carried on by the central bank. In that point, government has to keep its vision, views, attention towards the central bank to overcome any kind of problem or malpractices. Then relation with the government, chief financial wing of the, it acts as the chief financial wing of the government. Actually is the chief financial wing of the state, but when a certain political party is running that government, then obviously that goes and connected to the government, and central bank acts as the chief wing, financial wing, fiscal wing of the government. Then guardian of the money market. Nowadays, question of not only nowadays, but when central bank started, from thence, multiplied problems, multi-pressures, multi-components, multi-parameters may affect monetary system and financial system of a country. In that case, central bank acts as the guardian. It controls, it monitors, it evaluates, or any kind of problem or any kind of defalcation occur. Central bank controls that. Say for when surplus currency flow in the market, then central bank take credit control system. It can hold the right measures to control surplus money in the market. Banker and controller of the other banks. It's a very important responsibility or function of the central bank to act as the banker of the other banks and of the financial institutions and money market also. It acts as the regulatory body. It controls the activities, even the administration of the all banks and financial institutions. Central bank monitors it. Then, lender of the last resort. Sometimes banks may suffer for shortage of their liquid reserve. In that case, if banks are not getting from any sources loans or financial support, then central bank can provide loan facilities to that commercial bank or the financial institution. Anyway, functions of the central bank. Some important functions of the central banks are: number one, the note issue. I discussed it earlier. The central banks today enjoy complete monopoly of the note issue. Every authority goes to central bank of issuing notes, basing upon the reserve, gold reserve or the foreign currency, valid foreign currency reserve, say for the dollar, Deutsche Mark, euro, etc. and etc. And then maintenance of the value of the currency. So central bank is a bank whose essentially duty is to maintain the stability of the monetary standard. It needs to maintain monetary standard. If monetary standard is not properly maintained, then the financial image of a certain country will be collapsed. As a whole, the other countries will not be interested of investing here in that country. So, central bank has to maintain the value of the currency. Direction and control of the money market, as per the PH calling. As well as the money market or finance market is a place where the large sums of money are lent or borrowed. So large sum of money were lent or borrowed, matter is not so easy. Here, central bank keeps its eye so that nothing goes out of its sight. So it controls right way, it has to control right way all the financial activities and affairs connected to the commercial banks and financial institutions of the country. Then credit control, I discussed it earlier. Credit control, obviously, central bank has to control credit related activities and affairs to maintain normal and logical situation, price rate, price hike, etc. and etc. But otherwise, this will be in the abnormal position. So, it controls credit. It's the major responsibility of controlling credit by imposing sometimes, more reserve or asking them to decline rate of interest or higher rate of interest, or credit control, giving loan, imposition of further disbursing loan, etc. Then control of the foreign exchange. Yes, foreign exchange is a very important and sensitive thing. And countries like Bangladesh, we need to maintain a certain percentage or certain amount of foreign exchange in our reserve fund. So for to mitigate the challenges of payment of 5 to 6 months or 10 months, yes. The standard status we need to maintain. Some rich countries are there, say for the Japan, China, and some other countries. They have a very huge, Germany, they have a huge foreign exchange reserve. And building upon that foreign exchange reserve, they can control, they can carry out any kind of development work without tension free. Then it has to control its foreign exchange rate. Yes, what is the present value of dollar? If we want to get purchase $1, we have to pay 86 taka or 85 taka. And this has been determined by the central bank. Then some other specific functions on behalf of the government, central banks performs maintenance of government fund. Maintenance of government fund. In this point, M.H. de Kock says the central bank everywhere fulfill the functions of banker, agent and advisor of the government. This is the responsibility of the central bank to act as the advisor or banker or agent of the government. In that point, it is to maintain government fund. Government fund is preserved by in the central bank. Then collection and transfer of money. Yes, central bank collects collection and transfer, both is done by the central bank. I mean foreign payment done by the central bank, and foreign loan, grants, whatever the government is receiving, that's for the central bank. Export payments also received by the central bank. Aids also received by the central bank. Anyway, then handling of government monetary transaction. Yes, I discussed this earlier. Government transactions are also handled by the central bank. Monetary issues are controlled and maintained and handled by the central bank. In that point, de Kock says it carries out of the government's transactions involving purchases and sales of foreign currencies. Purchases and sales, both reconciliation when there is a question, that is done by the central bank. And then loan issue and supervision. Loan issue to the other banks and financial institutions is issued by the central bank. At the same time, when there is a question of supervision, how the banks and financial institutions are performing loan affairs, what is their role, what is their activities, and how they are controlling and monitoring that disbursable amount to the client, that is to be controlled, monitored and supervised by the central bank. Then maintenance of relationship and other foreign banks. Maintenance relationship with other foreign banks, financial institutions, or governments altogether. Yes, for the it maintains relationships with the World Bank, IMF, ADB, IDB, Islamic Bank. Okay, like these banks, like these main financial banks, they are connected with the central bank of a certain country. Say for the Bangladesh Bank is connected very much with these banking organizations, IMF, World Bank, IDB, ADB. Okay, these are the things, and acts as the advisor and agent of the government. Financial main advice comes from the central bank to the government. When government is holding a certain type of policy, adopting a certain policy for the development work or proposal or program, then it asks the central bank, is it possible or not? How far is possible? Or pinpoint problem analysis, identifications, and all these things are discussed and analyzed with the central bank jointly. Then implementation of government monetary policy. Yes, government monetary policy, I said it earlier. Central bank is a very important wing of the government. Government monetary and fiscal policy is applied, which is applied policy adopted by the government, that is implemented by the central bank as the right financial wing of the government. Anyway, today and the next day we will go through the functions of a banker and other banks. Thank you very much, dear students. Good evening. Pandemic situation may be rising, but don't be worried. You are the young chaps, young fellows, so no problem from your side. You maintaining your immunity. You take your food in the right time, but always don't take cool food, and maintain regular exercise regularly, and don't be in panic. Best of luck.